Jennifer Hudson and Common, the love story everyone believed in. Jennifer Hudson and Common looked like the kind of couple people wanted to believe in immediately, not because the internet was desperate for another celebrity romance, but because, on the surface, they symbolized something deeper than gossip or trends. They represented growth, healing, maturity to accomplished artists who had lived enough life to understand that real connection isn't loud, it's calm. When they appeared together, smiling effortlessly, fans didn't just see two famous people dating. They saw a story, a victory story. The kind people root for because it feels earned. Jennifer Hudson, an Oscar winner, a Grammy winner. A woman whose voice carries strength, survival, and soul. A woman who had rebuilt her life after unimaginable tragedy. Common, a Grammy and Academy Award-winning artist respected not just for his talent, but for his intellect, activism, and thoughtful public image. On paper, it felt like destiny. It felt balanced, safe, grown, and in a world exhausted by messy celebrity relationships. Jennifer and Common felt refreshing. They felt like proof that love could come after pain and still be beautiful. But every great story begins with a fantasy. Fans quickly labeled them a power couple, not because they were flashy, but because they seemed grounded. Their connection made sense even to strangers scrolling through late-night clips. Their energy felt natural, not forced, comfortable, not performative. Yet what looks calm on camera can hide complicated truths behind the scenes. For months, people watched their interviews like detectives. Every smile became evidence. Every pause felt meaningful. Every joke turned into fuel for speculation. Were they serious? Were they secretly engaged? Was the chemistry genuine or just good television? At first, the whispers were playful, curious, hopeful. Then the tone shifted. Suddenly, it wasn't just about seeing them together. Blogs began hinting at distance. Fans noticed fewer interactions. Comment sections analyzed what wasn't posted instead of what was. And the quieter Jennifer became, the louder the internet grew. That's when the narrative changed. Because this stopped being about dating. It became a question everyone wanted answered. What really happened behind those smiles? According to Jennifer Hudson, the relationship was real. It wasn't a publicity stunt. It wasn't a misunderstanding. It wasn't just friends. But real doesn't always mean right. And that's where the heartbreak begins. Because when Jennifer finally spoke, what she shared didn't sound like scandal. It sounded like truth. Mature, grounded truth, the kind that forces you to stop and realize something uncomfortable. Sometimes two good people can deeply care about each other and still be unable to build a future together. Before understanding why it ended, we have to understand why people believed in them so fiercely in the first place. And what kind of pressure forms when the entire world treats your love life like a television series. Because when the spotlight shines bright enough, it doesn't just highlight your best moments, it exposes every crack. Their beginning didn't look like a movie scene. There were no Paris dinners, no surprise proposals on private beaches. It started in a way far more normal for celebrities. Work in 2022, Jennifer Hudson launched a major new chapter in her career, The Jennifer Hudson Show, a daytime talk show that quickly became a powerful platform for music, interviews, laughter, and cultural moments. Common appeared as a guest, and from the moment he walked onto that set, something shifted. Viewers didn't just see two celebrities being polite. They felt energy, something subtle but undeniable, the kind that makes people lean closer to their screens. Their conversation flowed naturally. The jokes landed effortlessly. The smiles lingered just a little longer than expected. Fans noticed everything. How Jennifer leaned in when he spoke. How relaxed and warm Common seemed around her dot. And in the online world, that's all it takes. One clip becomes a theory. One moment becomes a narrative. Soon, people started connecting dots. They'd attended similar events before. They shared overlapping social circles. They had mutual friends, and most importantly, both had lived enough public life to understand how complicated love can become under a microscope. Jennifer Hudson had survived a tragedy so devastating it reshaped her entire existence. She didn't just move forward, she rebuilt carefully, intentionally, protectively. Her son, her peace, her sense of safety. Those weren't negotiable. Common, on the other hand, carried a very public dating history. High-profile relationships, high-profile attention, a reputation that followed him everywhere. Charming, respected, but often viewed as someone who struggled to settle into permanence. So when rumors surfaced about quiet dinners, low-key meetings, small trips away from cameras, they didn't feel random. They felt believable. Entertainment blogs stopped asking questions. They started making declarations. Hollywood's newest power couple. And what strengthened the narrative even more was this: neither Jennifer nor Common rushed to deny it. No big announcement. No dramatic confirmation. No bold "yes, we're together" headline. But when chemistry feels obvious, confirmation almost becomes unnecessary. Because here's what people saw. Jennifer looked lighter in interviews. Common looked happier in conversation. They spoke about each other with respect, not flirtation designed for cameras, but admiration that felt genuine. Then came the moment that transformed curiosity into obsession. On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Common described a mystery girlfriend. He called her beautiful, talented, inspiring. He never said Jennifer's name. He didn't have to. The audience reacted instantly. Jennifer's expression gave just enough away to send fans into a frenzy. That's her. The clip went viral. People replayed it again and again like a scene from a romantic series. And from that moment on, Jennifer Hudson and Common were no longer just a celebrities dating. They became a symbol. A couple people wanted to win. What fans didn't realize yet was this: the connection was real, but the foundation wasn't as simple as it looked. Once the internet decides you're a couple, privacy disappears. Every appearance becomes a statement. Every photo becomes proof. Every absence becomes suspicion. And that's exactly what happened next.